Hey, welcome back to the Unbiased Room. Today we're going to be talking Ohio State record prediction for 2023. Ron, hit us with the schedule.
First game at home, Indiana. Who you got?
Hey man, I think that's a win for Ohio State. I don't think Indiana has the talent to hang with the Buckeyes. I think Ohio State starts off 1-0.
I concur.
All right. The next two games I think are easy W's. They play September 9th at Youngstown State and September 16th at Western Kentucky. So their first tough contest will be September 23rd at Notre Dame.
Even though Notre Dame got Hartman at quarterback, I'm still giving it to the Buckeyes. I think the Buckeyes are going to be able to contain Notre Dame's offense and control the game. It's not going to be a blowout by any means. I think I call it at the end. I think it'll be like it's under 10-point difference, but I'm going with Ohio State on this one.
And what you said last video, not so fast, my friend. Hey, listen, Notre Dame, right? They returned 10 starters on defense, which is huge. And Ohio State, they don't even know who their starting quarterback is going to be, right? So I think playing at Notre Dame, that's going to be a tough environment to play in, man. Them boys going to be ready.
So I had to agree with Ed on this one. I got Ohio State winning this one at Notre Dame. And the reason, I know you mentioned not know who the quarterback is, but we all know it's going to be Kyle McCord. And I think the difference maker in that game is Marvin Harrison Jr. So I'm rolling with the Buckeyes on this one.
Man.
October 7th, Maryland comes to Columbus. Who do you have?
Yeah, this one it's going to be a test. They're going to test that secondary. But given that it's at Ohio, I'm going with Ohio State on this one.
I got Ohio State in a blowout.
Yeah.
I agree. I got Ohio State in a blowout. October 14th at Purdue.
Gotta go Ohio State again. I think like at this point in the season, their quarterback and their wide receivers are going to be in sync. They're going to be in rhythm. And said Marvin Harrison Jr., he's going to have a game taking Ohio State.
I also am taking Ohio State. But let me tell you, Purdue is a sneaky team. They are a sneaky team. They got some upsets over the past few years against big-time programs in the Big Ten.
Next big contest, Penn State comes to Columbus on October 21st.
Man, on this one, I thought about it, go back and forth. It's in Ohio, but I'm taking Penn State. I think Franklin is going to go in there, steal one out of Ohio. It's going to be a close one, and I think Penn State rolls out with it.
Yeah, hey, he is no Jim Harbaugh. It's not happening. James Franklin rolling into Columbus the same way he came, the same way he walked into Columbus, all right? Yeah, it's going to be a dub, an easy dub for Ohio State.
Yeah, I got Ohio State winning this one. I think Penn State could upset Michigan because they play in Michigan at home, but I don't see them coming into Columbus and upsetting Ohio State. So I got to roll.
Watch out for the
on this one.
Watch out for the under there, man. I tell you.
Okay, next game at Camp Randall, Wisconsin.
At Wisconsin, but still Ohio State gonna win. I think they're going there and take a W out of there.
I'm struggling with this one. Coming off that game against Penn State, right? That's gonna be a tough game. Playing in Wisconsin is a tall task, right? Luke Fickell got them boys rolling. They got Tanner Mordecai at quarterback. They got a new offensive coordinator, Phil Lago. And I just think after playing Penn State, man, that's tough. I got Wisconsin in the upset. Team to watch in the Big Ten this year.
Woo. So I disagree with you, my friend. So I do have Ohio State and Wisconsin in a close game because of Luke Fickell and that environment. I do think his change of the offense is going to make them more competitive, right, in the Big Ten. I just don't think that time is now. So, again, I got the Buckeyes winning at Camp Randall.
Where are we at right now? Got it.
Undefeated.
Undefeated. Going into Rutgers. All right.
Next game is at Rutgers.
At Rutgers. Nah. Ohio State all the way. Great shit. I know he's doing his thing, but not yet.
We could have skipped over this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not in there with the Youngstown today.
West. Yeah, I know, right? All right. Next game, Michigan State comes to Columbus.
I hope they make it a game, but I don't see it. I think Ohio State's still rolling.
Yeah, they paid Mel Tucker all that money for nothing. Ohio State, easy day.
Yeah, Michigan State just don't have the talent. Again, Michigan State lost their starting quarterback and starting wide receiver to the transfer portal. New people on offense. They should be clicking by the end, but it's not enough for Ohio State. November 18th, Minnesota comes to Ohio State.
The last couple games are going to be in Ohio before they go to the big house. So I think Ohio State's going to be ready for this game. They're not going to be looking forward to the following week. So I think Ohio State makes a statement before they roll into Michigan. So they're going to Ohio State.
Yeah, Minnesota hasn't beat Ohio State, not know how long, but it doesn't matter because it ain't starting that weekend. Ohio State.
Yeah, I got Ohio State with the turmoil that's going on now at Minnesota with players saying the coach creating this hostile work environment type stuff. It's just not going to work. Ohio State all day. November 25th, the big game in Ann Arbor. What you got, Ed?
Hey, man, I'm going to stick to the pick I've already made before on this. Ohio State is going to shock everybody, come out of Michigan with a W. You heard it first, right here.
I disagree.
Oh, man.
Michigan has the best offensive line in college football. They got the best running back tandem in college football. The defense is solid. Ohio State is going to the big house, and it's going to be ugly. Michigan by 14.
So I got Michigan winning as well. However, I don't have it being a blowout. I have it as a close one, field goal game. I think because Ryan Day legacy is on the line. They're going to come in, they're going to play tough, but overall, Michigan's just going to be the better team on that day. So I got Michigan.
Michigan beat them 45-23 last year in an embarrassing loss. I'm telling you, that's going to be Ryan's Day best coaching game of his career. It's going to be against Michigan. That game right there. Probably Ohio State fans will be like, he best not lose this game. Go in there, but hey, I'm taking it, man. I'm going with Ohio State there. So
he bought a lot of goodwill from the fans because they almost beat Georgia last year. I don't know how they'll feel if they lose to Michigan again. I said this before. I just don't see a new starting quarterback going into Ann Arbor, right, and winning that game. Unless they depending heavily on the run game with Trayvon Henderson, and I don't see it.
The consensus overall here, 11-1 for Ohio State.
11-1.
Mm-hmm. And a New Year's Six bowl game.
All right.
Now, a lot of people are predicting them to still make the playoffs, even though they may not be the Big Ten champs, kind of like how they were last year. As of right now, a lot of people are predicting them to make the playoff.
We'll see.
It really just depends on the quarterback play, right? Because they got ballers all around them. So if he comes out and plays well, then they're gonna live up to the expectation.
Yeah. Like I said, the biggest thing for them, they just got to rely on that defense. That defense got to play a lot better. They always have the offense, but their defense since Day has taken over has not been as great as it was under Urban Meyer. They just got to get better.
All right, well, that does it for this episode of the Unbiased Room. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment, tell us how we're doing. Check out some of our other content. Take it easy.